Okay, I'm back. So we know that go to Isaiah 8 and back to Isaiah 8 and 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony of every word in this Bible, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And we showed you that the light in Proverbs 6:23 is the law of the Most High. Okay? So it's very important to look at this, because that's why it's important that the Most High told us in 2 Timothy 2:15. 2 Timothy 2:15. And it reads, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Not unto man, but unto the Most High. A workman, meaning you working men, that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. See, rightly dividing the word of truth. And we know the truth is Psalms 119:142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So this is what we got to look at. Let me cut this phone off. Salakia. In our walk, and we rightly divide the word of truth, here a little and there a little, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, as it is written. Where some people still come from the church, they don't know that you just need a little bit. Like I'll give you an example of Jeremiah 14:2. As we say, here a little and there a little. Say, hey, the Jews, Israelites, the first fire, they mourning. They always dealing with, we shall overcome. Overcome what? The condition that we in for breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. So you go to Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourning. That's all you need. Judah mourning. And it covers all that I just said. You don't need the rest of it. Because the rest of it, you got to break that down. That's why I say here a little and there a little. So you might need the first parts of it. Because you say we go through Jeremiah 14:2 and Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground. And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. We never say that. We hardly ever say that. I'm talking about we that learn precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You don't have to read the whole thing. That's what he's letting you know. Here a little and there a little. You see? If you say, hey, we got to deal with humility and teaching our people because they oppose themselves. So you go to 2 Peter 2:25. In meekness instructing those that oppose themselves. It's saying it right there. You see? Exactly what you said is right there. So people can get this. But some people, they so used to keep on reading, read the whole thing, keep on reading. You're reading out of context, keep on reading the whole thing. Well, I mean, you can read the whole thing, but if that's all you need for whatever it is that you're dealing with, that's all that's needed. Because it's the truth. In meekness, giving you as the teacher how to instruct those that oppose themselves. And most of our people oppose themselves because they don't even know who they are. And once they learn who they are, now you got to go into the spiritual part to be able to show you how you got to operate to please the Most High, who is a spirit. And they that worship him must worship him only in spirit and truth. Only way you're going to worship the Most High. Or you're going to be off, man. You're going to worship him how he wants you to worship him. Period. Point blank. He's telling us, you know. So look at Matthew, the 18th chapter. Matthew 18 and 6. Matthew 18 and 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, a lot of people don't really understand this. When the book is closed, they be like, you know, they really think that everybody's on the same page. That's how this world is, in pride. You know, he said, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones that which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. That's why you got to be careful. That's why he said in meekness. That Spirit brought that. In meekness, you know, instructing them that oppose themselves. So they might not know what we know, or they do know what we know, and they are an instructor or a teacher. That's why you got to be aware, you know, how you deal with people of this world, man. That's believe in MASHAYACH YAHAWASHI. You know, our classes always start with Colossians 3:17. So it's very important that we look at this and see this for what it is, and he's given us instructions. This instruction manual. Matthew 18:18. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So the things that you bind on this earth is going to be written, and the Most High know this is bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on this earth is going to be loosed in heaven. That's what he's telling you. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, by SHAM, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, that's in the name of the anointed Savior, where we all here always start with Colossians 3:17, and whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by SHAM, in the name of the anointed Savior, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father. How? By him, by SHAM, in the name of the anointed Savior. So all that we do is going to the Most High. He said, no man come to the Father but by him. You ask anything in my name, I will do it. That the Father be glorified, the Son. You ask anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. Do what I say, do. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, by SHAM, there am I in the midst of them. So, and we rolling like that. So if he's in the midst of us, that means he's dealing with us to be able to go to the Most High and bring forth what? The spiritual power of the Most High. If you believe that. If you believe in him. Matthew 18:15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. You go tell your brother his fault between you and him alone. That means you don't tell nobody else before you done told him himself alone. You get together and just, you know, talk it out. Just you and your brother. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. If he hear you, gain your brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more. Take with you one or two more, that in the mouth of two or three witnesses, every word may be established. So he don't hear you, then you get one or two more witnesses that believe the same way you believe. Make sure you lay it all out. because I've been seeing sometime and brothers have a certain feeling that they be in their feelings, emotional feelings and so forth. And they go to talk to somebody else, they say, man, you off. Now, see, next thing you know, they got to go back and apologize to him. It works two ways now. But if you on point and the brother's going, speak to the brother or the sister, whoever it is, and they hear you, as it says, verse 15, verse 16, but if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them after you brought 2 or 3 witnesses before him, and he neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. That's the churches to all everybody. That's when you can blast it out to everybody. But don't blast it out first and then even talk to the brother, or you're going to be met with this. Did you do the proper application of what the Most High is telling us to do through a YAHAWASHI? No. Well, you off in what you're doing. And that's what a lot of people like to do. Put it on Facebook and Twitter, this, that, the third, whatever. YouTube, make YouTube videos, ain't even talk to the brother. And if he shall neglect to hear them, the 2 or 3 witnesses, tell it unto the church. That's when you can tell everybody. But if you neglect to hear the church, let them be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. Cast them out. What he telling you? With Matthew 5:23. This is key too. These are directions. Matthew 5:23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, you coming up to pray. And there remember, when you get ready to pray, you remember that thy brother hath ought against thee. You remember that, my brother got ought against me. Leave there thy gift before the altar. Stop praying and go thy way. First, be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. See? These are instructions. Is it in the first 5 books of Moses? No, but it's letting you know how to love thy neighbor as thyself. That's the law. Moral laws. These are moral laws. Giving us, the understanding of how we should be rolling. It's very important. Also, let me see, it's another one I want to get on. Because there's a certain way you have to deal with an elder. It's not the same way. Just a moment.